We're also joined here in the studio by our business editor, Charlotte Lamb. Charlotte, we were talking about it in Monday's edition of the France 24 debate, how Emmanuel Macron went to Damascus flanked by some captains of industry.
He certainly was, and the headline seems to be a shared vision. This is turning Syria into a transit hub for global trade. Syria's President al-Shara said that after the Strait of Hormuz crisis, which of course, as we know, was effectively shut by Tehran after that first Israel-US strike and has since rattled global markets, that now the world is seeing the importance and value of a safe and secure corridor. To remind our viewers, let's take a listen to what the president had to say.
This is where Syria's strategic geography comes to the forefront, having today regained its vital role as an indispensable hub in the global market of trade corridors. We want France to be our foremost partner in this endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, the strategic partnership that we are establishing today, from the development of ports and air transports to the energy, water and healthcare sectors, is the model we envision for our relationship with Europe and with the rest of the world. It's a partnership built on tangible projects that serve our two peoples, not on slogans.
Now, Macron has matched this ambition, Francois. He's saying that he wants Syria a long-term regional hub where new logistics chains and energy and data routes can be built, reducing risks tied to the Strait of Hormuz. And al-Shara had a nice little line for the French CEOs in the room. He said Syria links the Mediterranean with the Gulf and Iraq, and it's only a few hours by sea from Marseille.
And tell us about some of the deals. I know we talked about one in Monday's show regarding CGM, the shipping magnate Rodolphe Saadé.
That's exactly right. There are more than a dozen agreements that have been signed today at the Presidential Palace, and we can bring a few up to show you now. So what you can see is that they include a framework deal on cooperation, a ports, aviation and logistics partnership, revamping university hospitals, rebuilding Hom's shattered water and electricity networks, technical support for Syria's central bank, and a cargo upgrade at Damascus airport. And this, of course, builds on money that's already flowing into Syria. French logistics giants, as you mentioned, CGM, signed a 30-year contract with Syria in May worth 230 million euros. Then there's oil and gas. The French oil major, Total Energies, used to pump around 30,000 barrels a day in eastern Syria before pulling out in 2011. Now it's back at the table. Total's CEO was in Damascus talking about turning a memorandum signed in May with Syrian Petroleum Company to explore oil and gas off the Syrian coast, turning that into a firmer deal. But he did tell the French press that going back to oil fields on land was still too dangerous.
Yeah, still too dangerous, and we're going to be going back to Wassim Nasser afterwards. It's still volatile in Syria.
It definitely is. There are three big hurdles for France to conquer, really. First is security. As we know, bombs went off in the center of the capital today near President Macron's own hotel, and that's just a week after a deadly cafe bombing. Second, the sheer scale. Syria needs hundreds of billions of dollars to rebuild. And third, there's now competition. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and now the Americans, they're all circling. But on the streets of Damascus today, there's some genuine excitement about what this French-Syrian pledge to boost and rebuild the economy could mean and what it could look like. Take a listen.
The opportunities are promising, especially since the French have always been keen to take part in major projects. I believe the main opportunities lie in the oil and gas sector. Here, we know that France has a very significant role to play.
I hope that France's cultural experience can be brought to Syria, because I've noticed that the theater sector is still suffering.
France is not a small or ordinary European country. It is a major European power. We hope this visit will open the door to new horizons in our relations, particularly in the economy.
So some big promises and some big hurdles, but the country seemingly betting everything on its place on the map.
All right, many thanks for that, Charlotte.